Guess what?
Hmm?
My little brother managed to get God of War Ragnarok.
Hey! Wait, but I thought you guys were broke this month.
We didn't actually. I mean, it's more of he somehow convinced my grandma to get it for him. Don't ask me how. I never got the full deets on how he even managed to pull that off.
You're telling me that your 11-year-old kid brother, like the littlest guy, convinced your 68-year-old boomer grandma to get him a video game filled with gore, violence, and dismemberment?
Yep.
Dude, I played God of War 2 in front of my own folks, and they freaking wailed from the shit Kratos pulls. How did he?
Well, knowing those two, I imagine it went a little like this.
Grandma, look, Grandma! Grandma, look, look!
Oh, what is it, dear?
Grandma, look, it's a new God of War game, it's finally out!
Oh, ooh. Oh dear, sweetie. Are you sure this is a game?
Hell yeah, Grandma, yes! God of War Ragnarok is like the most anticipated game of the year! It's finally here! Grandma!
It looks a bit real, doesn't it?
It's like one of the best looking games ever! Just look at all the fur, Grandma!
Oh my. Well, if I didn't know any better, I would have thought it was a good heavens!
That's Kratos! That's the guy you get to play as. He's super strong, and you get to do a lot of brutal stuff with him.
My word, is he always this angry?
Oh, that's because
it was this legendary Spartan warrior who made a deal with Ares, the original god of war. He was tricked into killing his own wife and daughter during a frenzied attack. This horrifies Kratos for all of eternity and was cursed with having the ashes of his family bonded with his skin, turning his skin into ash white. After 10 years of serving the other gods, he was sent by Athena on an adventure to find a way to kill Ares himself. He also eventually and even takes the place of Ares himself as a new god of war. The second game shows Kratos being betrayed by Zeus and losing most of his powers. He's saved by the Titan guy and is given the chance to embark on a quest to undo the effects of Zeus' betrayal. He defeats Zeus in single combat in the end, but inadvertently kills Athena as he attempts to strike the killing blow. It's also revealed that Zeus is his father, which in turn also reveals that he's actually a demigod. And Kratos vows to destroy all the Olympian gods with the help of the rescued Titans from the past.
And he does get to murder almost everyone in Olympus, even Zeus.
Goodness me, not exactly a good bedtime story. Why is it that you want this game so badly?
Wait. Ooh, wait. That's the thing, Grandma. It's so beautiful now. Just look at this.
They call me Mimir, smartest man alive. First, I
Oh,
need to cut off
sweetie, this looks quite, how do I say, engaging? It looks rather believable for a game.
See? God of War is the game to watch out for this year. My friends at school have been waiting for it to come out like forever. You wouldn't believe how far the art and graphics have gone since the first game in 2005. But I wasn't born yet, so Dad could tell you a bit more about it. But here, take a closer look. Oh, not that close, Grandma. Take a look at this. The leaves, the water, the fur on Kratos' armor. It's like super legit.
Oh my, indeed. It reminds me of when your grandfather and I went to... Good lord, not again!
Kratos still gets kinda angry though. But he still gets to use the Blaze of Chaos. But he also gets this new Leviathan axe and it's so fun. You can throw it anywhere and it'll come back. And the sound when it makes it comes back, it just never gets old. And even if you don't get it back, Kratos can still wreck others to bits.
Oh dear.
Oh, and the action and fighting isn't the only epic thing. The story is super cool and keeps you on your toes. So the thing, Grandma, a lot of years went by and Kratos finds himself in the world of the Norse gods. He even has a new family, except his wife died again, which was sort of a huge bummer. And the thing is, Kratos and his son Atreus, who's actually Loki, goes on an adventure to spread the ashes of his wife. And his second wife, you know, it's just really emotional, especially when it comes to Atreus. It's just look at that.
I'm starting to see it now.
That's why I'm hyped for God of War Ragnarok, because the next one is gonna be epic! Thor and Odin are finally here, the stakes are higher, it's about to go down! The already awesome combat is gonna get even more refined, the world is even bigger, and the scope of the story seems like it could go on a larger scale. They even brought some classic stuff like using the Blades of Chaos like a grappling hook and hurling objects at people. The game even adds a weapon signature move for elemental attacks. Oh, and there are even more shields to use with unique effects. The progression is even more varied in the first game. Kratos is slowly regaining his classic God of War powers. And Atreus, I can't wait to learn more about him.
Look how much he's grown. He's older than you now.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what happens next. He gets even longer chain combos and has more magic abilities. You can even use him at certain parts of the game. It's essentially more of what the last game was. And the last one was already perfect. Badass and gruesome combat with lots of depth, awesome graphics, and the gut-wrenching father and son story. It's all back and better than before. Grandma, please, can we get the game?
Game? My dear boy, from what you've shown me, it seems to be more than just a game, boy. What are you waiting for?